Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Zulaikha Reza from Group 5. I'm the first presenter for this group. So for our group has been given the topic which is Taguchi method in the manufacturing industry. Who is the developer of Taguchi method? This is the biography of Taguchi, who was developed the Taguchi method. Taguchi was born in 1st of January 1924 in Tokomachi. From 1950 until 1970, he developed a methodology for applying statistics to improve the quality of manufactured goods. Taguchi methods have been controversial among some conventional Western statisticians, but others have accepted many of the concepts introduced by him as valid extensions to the body of knowledge. What is Taguchi method? Taguchi method is a process of product optimization to reduce the occurrence of defects and failures in manufactured goods. Initially, it was developed for improving the quality of goods manufactured. Later, it was expanded to many other fields such as engineering, biotechnology, marketing, and advertising. Sometimes Taguchi method, also called as robust design method. There are three contributions in Taguchi method. First, the Taguchi quality loss function, or else QLF. Second contribution in Taguchi method is the Taguchi definition of quality. The third contribution is robustness, or else it called Taguchi method. The other explanation about Taguchi method will be presenting by three other group members. So thank you for your time and attention. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Faizul and I will be explaining to you three steps of achieving Taguchi method. The first step is concept design. Next is parameter design and the last one is tolerance design. What is meant by concept design? Concept design means the process of examining competing technologies for producing a product, include the choice of technology and the process design. Next, a prototype design that can be produced and meet customers' needs under ideal conditions without disturbance, which means we use competitive product design and we upgrade them to meet customer need under ideal condition. The second step to achieving Taguchi method is parameter design. Parameter design actually is a selection of control factors in bracket parameter and their optimal level, which means the objective is to make the design to become a robust design. So next, control factors are those process variable management can be influenced. Example, the procedures can be used and the type and amount of training. Next, often a complex in bracket non-linear relationship between control factors and the product or design performance. And lastly, The optimal parameter level can be determined through experiment. Tolerance design is the last step of achieving Taguchi method. What is tolerance design? Tolerance design is actually a development of specification limit. Why? It is necessary because there will always be some variant in the process production. Next, Taguchi fearlessly advocate aiming for the target value, not just settle for inside the specification limit. Tolerance design always occur after parameter design, and tolerance design also often result in increased production cost. Why? Because they will use more expensive input material and might have been used to meet specification. Thank you. That's all from me.
Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is an honor for me to deliver this presentation in front of you. First of all, I would like to thanks to Dr. Dewi Suryani and Dr. Muhammad Solihin for giving me this opportunity for deliver this present to all of you. First, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Muhammad Afiq bin Shaari. My card metric number is 201043. So the topic of my present is understanding the process of the Taguchi method of quality control. In order to deliver this present, I will cover 4 main topics in this present, which is what is the process of the Taguchi method, example of the Taguchi method, comparison between traditional method and Taguchi method, and lastly 6 steps of Taguchi method. So let's move to the first point. So what is the process of Taguchi method? Taguchi method gauge quality as a calculation of loss of society associated with a product. In particular, loss in the product is defined by variation and deviation in its function as well as detrimental side effect of the result from the product. Loss from variation in function is comparison of how much each unit of the product differ in the way it operates. The greater that variance, the more significant the loss in function and quality. This could be represented as a monetary figure denoting how usage has been impacted by defect in the product. So here you can see an example of graph in Taguchi method. We can see the loss occur between traditional and Taguchi. So let's move to the next point. Next point is an example of the Taguchi method of quality control. If the product is precision drill that must consistently drill hole of an exact size in all material is in use on, then part of its quality is determined by how much the unit of the product differ from those standard. With the Taguchi method, the focus is to use the research and design to ensure that every unit of the product will closely match those design specifications and perform exactly as designed. Then, from a higher perspective, the Taguchi method will also strive to reduce the cost of society to use the product, such as by designing a good to be more efficiency in their operation rather than generate waste. For instance, the drill could be designed to minimize the need for regular maintenance. Next, we go to comparison between traditional method and Taguchi method. So the comparison between Taguchi method and traditional method is Taguchi method is defined by when a used product moves from its target will cause the loss even if the product lies or not within limit. Meanwhile, traditional method is defined there is good or bad product only as per limit. So this is the comparison graph between two method, which mean Taguchi method and traditional method. We can see The traditional method is based on conventional quality loss understanding. Product measure outside the tolerance are reject, which mean 100% loss. Meanwhile, Taguchi method is defined based on Taguchi quality loss understanding. Every product deviating from the target is also associated with quality loss. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's the end of my talk today. I hope you guys can gain some knowledge about the process of Taguchi method. Thank you for lending me your ears, for your attention, and that's all for today. From me, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nick Asyraf Izzat bin Ludin. My metric number is 2010433027. Today I'm gonna talk about advantage and disadvantage of using Taguchi method with summary. An advantage of Taguchi method is that emphasize a mean performance characteristic value close to the target value rather than a value within certain specification limit, thus improving the product quality. Additionally, Taguchi method for experimental design is straightforward and easy to apply to many engineering situations, making it powerful yet simple tool. It can be used to quickly narrow down the scope of a research project or to identify problems in a manufacturing process from data already in existence also. The Taguchi method allows the analysis of many different parameters without any prohibited amount of experimental. The main disadvantage of Taguchi method is that the results obtained are only relative and do not exactly indicate what parameter has the highest effect on the performance characteristic value. Also, signed orthogonal array do not test a variable combination. This method should not be used with a relationship between all variables needed. The Taguchi method has been criticized in the literature for difficult for interaction between parameters. Another limitation is the Taguchi method are offline and therefore an appropriate for a dynamically changing process such as a simulation study. For summary of Taguchi method, quality should be designed into a product, not inspect into it. Quality is designed into a process through system design, parameter design, and tolerance design. Also, quality is the best archive by minimize the deviation from a target. The product should be designed so that it's immune to uncontrollable environment factor. In other words, the signal product quality to noise uncontrollable factor ratio should be high. Lastly, the cost of quality should be measured as a function of deviation from the standard, and the loss should be measured system-wide. This concept of the loss function or the overall loss incurred upon the customer and society from a product of poor quality.